Excuse me. All right, here we go. Start this yoga class with a cough. What the hell? So, Southern California, we are very used to getting a lot of sun, and we have been deprived of our sun. And it's so funny how we think of like how we get nutrition. And we don't often think that the sun gives us nutrition through the skin, especially in the early morning is where we're going to get the large amounts of vitamin D. And again, it's odd that we think about it only getting nutrition through eating, but through the sun. But we've been deprived of that, and being in a part of the world where we're used to a lot of sun, we probably have like a tolerance. So our immune system might be wanting a little extra vitamin D, and our emotions might be a little bit changed by the lack of nutrients or the lack of vitamin D. So my unsolicited advice is to, at least by Friday or Saturday, try to get outside and get that sun on your bare skin, for at least a few minutes if you can't do more. And it's funny because in yoga, when we're doing the sequencing, which we'll do tonight with the up dogs and the down dogs, and the movement are the sun salutations, because humanity has always known how important the sun is. And that's it. Thank you for coming. I'm going to stay up here because I'm going to do a couple of little hand pieces. We're going to start again with intertwining of the fingers with the palms together. You can begin your breathing in and out through the nose. The core is engaged. And then we're going to circle at the wrists here. One direction at first. And then the opposite direction, please. Just continuing that deep breath in the nose. You can put the tongue to the roof of your mouth if you like, but all the breathing is in the nose and all the breathing is deliberate. We're controlling the breath. Very nice. Right hand straight forward. Try to keep that shoulder down. And the left hand's going to grab the fingers and pull back a little bit. Going to actively think about the thumb pulling back with the strength of the thumb. Very nice. Let's do the other side. There we go. Breathing here. Very nice. Keep breathing. I'm going to scoot way back and get rid of the flannel. We're going to be sitting, though, for a couple more here. So from the seated position, hands on the knees. We'll get to the flow soon enough. Straight up the spine. The core is pulling in. And then think about like your spine is a lightsaber, only shooting the light out of the end of the lightsaber. And we're going to draw a big circle on the ceiling. It'd be funny if we cut a hole in the ceiling, like we really had a lightsaber spine, and then our neighbor fell through onto our living room floors. We're still breathing. Very nice. Opposite direction, please. And back to center, at least one more in the seated position. We're going to put the right hand down. We'll keep the right arm straight, fingers pointing away. The hand for me is about a little under a foot away from the hip. And then the left arm comes up and over, another straight line with that long reaching. And then lock the hip down on the left. And we'll look up along the elbow. When I look, my right shoulder moves, and we want to try to not move that right shoulder and just look with the neck and the head. Very nice. Let's do the other side. Left hand down, and then the right arm's going to come up and over. Long reaching here. And again, you can look, but try not to let this side come into the looking, because we want to keep the torso facing straight forward. So the looking is head only. Very nice. Let's stand. If you ever want to stand without using your hands, the feet are out in the front, a bit crossed. You got to put your torso out over the feet so that that's where the weight is. And we're going to stand feet a little bit apart like we normally do. And we're going to swing the arms forward. Breathing still, core engaged still. All the breathing is both directions, in and out through the nose, breathing on purpose. Very nice. Let's go the opposite direction. And across the front, as we always do, switching the hand on top. And hands on the hips. We're going to swing the hips around one direction here at first. And then please the opposite direction. Great. Do your best. It's early balancing. We're going to stand on the left foot. We're going to lift the right knee up, and both hands are going to intertwine fingers and hold the right knee. Let the leg fall heavily into the hands as you pull your shoulders back and the core in and up. You could flex the foot or rotate the foot or do nothing with the foot. We're going to take a couple of breaths here, but the heaviness of the leg should be pulling against the shoulders as you pull the shoulders kind of the opposite away from the leg. So we're kind of getting a shoulder stretch here. Excellent. And we'll do the other side. Standing on the right, the left is coming up. I'm going to flex my foot on this side. I'm going to breathe here, core in, shoulders back. Heaviness of the leg is pulling on the arms, therefore pulling on the shoulders. Excellent. Feet together, big toes touching, ankles apart, thumbs out is nice, core in. Half of the first set of sun salutations. We're going to breathe in, reach up, prayer to the sun, ceiling, and we forward fold, fingers low. Mediation shins, we look up, shoulder blades together, core in, forward fold on the out breath, all the way back up to the ceiling, hands in prayer, down through the heart center, and then all the way up again, breathing in through the nose. Breathing out with forward fold. We're going to look up, flatten the back, forward fold on the out breath, up again, and down through the heart again. Breath in, back up. Forward folding again, fingers nice and low. We look up, long spine, forward fold, out breath, up again to the ceiling, down through the heart center, all the way back up. Here we go. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. You look up, flatten the back. And we're going to step top push-up. At the top of push-up, we're clenching the legs and the core. These are our locks. Every time we step back to this, we should do that little tightening of the body. And when you're ready, we're going to lower down, drop down, up dog, tight legs only, third eye looking as the waist hovers, and then down dog, rolling back, feet 2 fists apart. You could bend one leg and the opposite heel towards down if you like. If you prefer, stay still. We're breathing. We're watching the movement if there is movement, or we're looking at knees or navel. Very nice. Step or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up and we forward fold. All the way back up to the sky, hands in prayer, back down through the heart center. And then all the way up again on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up. We're stepping again, top of push-up. Lower drop. Up dog or cobra. And down dog. Very nice. Breathing here, if you like, up on the toes on the in-breath. Down with the heels on the out-breath. Excellent. Step or jump, top of the mat, feet back together. We look up and we forward fold all the way back up. Hands in prayer, down through the heart, up again on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding. We look up. We're stepping again, top of push-up. We lower drop, up dog. And down dog, and great. We're going to breathe right here. Great. Step, jump, top of the mat. We look up and we forward fold all the way up. Prayer to the sky. You could arch back if you like. And then arms right down at the sides. Excellent. Sun salutation B, Surya Namaskara B. We let the knees fall together. Chair, Utkatasana. And up over into the forward fold. Again, fingers low. We look up. We step in again, top of push-up. Lower drop. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior 1 on the right foot steps, left foot turns out. We're going to have the arms up initially. And then we're going to reach the left arm forward, getting that left shoulder to come forward a little bit so that the shoulders are kind of the same as the front of the mat. So we're squaring to the front with our torso as best as we can as we push into the foot in the back and take a couple more breaths here. Very nice. Touch the ceiling again, and then hands back down. We step back, lower drop, up dog, down dog. And we're doing left side, left foot stepping, right foot turns out here in the back. We're going to reach the right arm forward. Take a couple of breaths here, pushing into the right foot, which is in the back. Excellent. Touch the ceiling. Again, hands back down. We step back. We lower drop. Up dog. And down dog. And we'll take several breaths right here. And step or jump to the top of the mat. Feet back together. We look up. We forward fold. Feet and knees sitting in chair and standing, shoulders back, tight core. Excellent. We'll continue. We sit in chair again. And up over into the forward fold. We look up, shoulder blades together. We step in, top of push-up again. We lower drop. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior 1 on the right foot steps, back up. Knees over the ankle. Hands in prayer above the head. core in and up, looking up. If you feel like arching back, you could lift the heart. Excellent. Hands down again, stepping back. We lower, drop, up dog, down dog. And left side stepping, right foot turns out. Again, hands in prayer above the head. Core in and up. You could arch back if you like. Very nice. Hands down again, stepping back. We lower, drop, up dog and down dog. And we're going to stay right here breathing. Looking at knees or navel. Good. Step, jump, top of the mat. We look up. And we forward fold. Feet and knees sitting in chair. And standing, shoulders back. We're just going to do one more with one warrior two and a variation. So we sit in chair again. Right up over into the forward fold. We look up. We step in again, top of push-up. Lower drop. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior two, right foot stepping, heel to heel align, knee over the ankle, arms out over the legs, core engaged, shoulders light, breathing, looking at the right hand. We'll turn that right hand so the palm faces the sky. Keep the knee over the ankle. We're going to arch back. The left hand's barely going to touch the back leg. The core is a bit engaged. We're still breathing. Excellent. Hands down again. Stepping back. We lower, drop. Up dog. Down dog. Left side stepping, please. Warrior two. Arms again over the feet, dropping the shoulders, core in. We're going to turn the palm again to face the sky, and we're going to arch back, looking up along the arm to the ceiling. Breath, core, visual. All right, hands back, top of the mat. We lower, drop, up dog and down dog. Let's breathe here for a while. And step or jump, top of the mat, feet back together, fingers low, we look up. Before we fold, feet and knees, we're going to sit in chair. If you feel like it tonight, intertwine the fingers and turn the palms up above the head. Thumbs higher, pinkies lower, core in, breathing in the nose. Great, let's stand, and we're going to take the feet apart about the distance of the hips-ish. And we're going to hang down. You grab elbows, you grab prayer. You can bounce a little bit. If you bounce, push the breath out of your nose every time the body comes down. Otherwise, just hang. And we breathe here. Good. All the way up to the ceiling. And then all the way back down, peace fingers are coming, scissors under the big toes. Big toes push the fingers down, thumbs touch the ends of those fingers, elbows away from the ears, top of the head towards down. Legs might be bent a little bit, that's okay. Maybe bent a lot, also okay. Keep on breathing. Good. Up again, we touch the ceiling. And down again, hands under the feet from the front, so the toes are on the wrist. And pull up on the feet. Very nice. Let's stand. We're going to take a moment at the top of the mat with the feet together. Shoulders back, core in, thumbs out. We're going to take just a couple of breaths here. All right, we sit in chair. Great. Up, over, forward folding. We look up. We step in again, top of push-up. We lower drop. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior two, right foot stepping. Back up. We're going to hold warrior two again for a few breaths. Great. Straighten the leg in the front for triangle. We're going to reach out a bit and right hand down, left arm up. And you do have options, but traditionally we look to the reaching hand, but sometimes that bothers our necks. You can look straight out to the side, or if you look at your foot, you want your nose pointing right down to the foot. That means your body's probably lined up pretty well over the shin, which is where you should be. Both hands on the shin for a moment. Let's shorten the stance a few inches. You can keep that left hand there. Reach the right arm up. You could put the back of the hand outside of the leg. We're going to breathe. Legs are straight, feet are flat. Some of you I know can get the hand on the ground. Great. It could be inside very close or outside very close. All right. Hands down again. You step back. We lower drop. Up dog. And down dog. Left side. Warrior two, please. We'll take several breaths right here. Straight the leg in the front, please. And we reach out a bit and triangle. Look down at the foot, and then we can look up to the reaching hand. And again, both hands on the shin. You could shorten the stance a couple of inches. Try to keep that left hip in, and we're going to twist. Very nice. Hands down again, stepping back. We lower drop. up dog, down dog. Warrior two again on the right. Coming back up. Again, we're going to take a few breaths here. And let's do extended side angle, center of the forearm on the leg out near the knee, and left arm up and over. We're going to breathe here. The reaching hand is palm facing the earth, and the hand you could put the right hand on the ground, or you could make a fist or just really activate that hand wide open, the opposite of the cell phone. Back to warrior two. Your choice with the back foot as it is in warrior two, or to the ball of the foot. Left arm comes to the front, elbow outside of leg, hands in prayer. We're going to stay here. We're going to breathe. Excellent. Hands down again. Stepping back. Lower drop. Up dog. Down dog. Left side, please. Warrior two. We take a moment or so here. And when you're ready, extended side angle. Try to mirror what you did on the other side. Right, back up. Your choice with the back foot. Right arm comes up top. Hands in prayer towards the chest, fingers to the face. Trying to rotate that left shoulder back. Excellent. Hands down again. We step back. We lower drop. Up dog. Down dog. We're doing horse. I'm going to step the right foot, but you may need to face a different way. So however you can step up into this. And we're going to put the hands on the knees. I say this a lot, but I'll keep saying it. This is the only pose the hand is heavy on the leg. We can really kind of push onto the leg a bit. And we're going to rotate the right shoulder forward. And then the other one. And a little back and forth. Very nice. To center, let's hold the sky. We're going to take several breaths here. Excellent. Let's stand. We turn the feet to run straight forward. We'll reach straight up and then straight down. So think if there was a line from your big toe to your big toe, fingertips would drop right down there, right under the shoulders. So there's space for your head to come down between the hands. You could put the palms down. If you're fighting a lot to get the hands down, take the feet further apart. And we're going to stay here. Good. Back up. We'll reach out to the ends of the fingers. Then behind the back, we shall intertwine those fingers. It's your choice if you want to push the palms together. It releases tension in the upper back, but they can be apart. And traditionally, they're a little bit apart. And we're going to forward fold, lifting the arms up off the back. Excellent. Up again. We touch the ceiling on this one. And down again. We're going to grab shins, ankles, or big toes with the peace fingers. Either way, elbows pulling away from the ears, top of the head reaching down towards, again, that line. Let's stay down low, both hands over to the right, left shoulder rotates under. We'll take a couple breaths today on this one. And over, please, to the other side. And back to standing. Let's shorten the stance to about 3.5 feet. Right toes pointing straight forward to the out the top of the mat. Back foot about 45 degrees. We're doing pyramid. I like to bring the arms out so I can get that rotation of the torso stronger. And then behind the back, elbows or reverse prayer. Shoulder blades are locking together. We're going to look up. And then we're going to forward fold and look at the right foot. We'll breathe here. You could stay in this pyramid pose if you want. I'm going to do warrior 3. You could join me if you like. It's all optional. Ardha Chandrasana if you like. Right hand down, left arm up. Half moon. You could switch your hands if you like. I'm personally going to skip that for myself tonight. And let's put that back foot where it was, and we're going to pivot one time on this. Right toes 45, left toes out. I'm going to bring the arms out again, and now we'll do pyramid on the other side. Shoulder blades together. We come down and look at the foot. If you like, warrior 3. If you like, Ardha Chandrasana. We stand a little longer if you want to switch the hands. I'm skipping it. Excellent. Let's stand. You can move around a little bit if you like. We're going to do tree. Standing on the left, going to grab the right ankle, maybe hold it up there, let it up high as it can go. See if it'll lock. You could put it out in the front if you prefer. Hands to the heart or all the way up. Core is engaged. We're continuing the breath. Our visual is locked on something out in front of us. So I'm looking at the camera on my laptop, just staring there. It'll help with the balance. Great, let's do the other side. Standing on the right, lift the left foot up. Try to copy what we did on the other side. And we'll just stand on one foot here, breathing, staring at something with the core engaged. Good, let that down. We're going back to the left foot. I am gonna come up a little closer. We've done this one before, but I don't do it super often. We're lifting the right knee up and the left hand's gonna grab the knee today. So it's opposites today. Left is holding the right knee. Right hand can go on the hip. You could reach back, you could look back, you could extend the leg out, grabbing the big toe, or I'm just gonna hold the knee and reach back and look back a little bit. And we're gonna breathe here. Great, let's do the other side of that. Standing on the right, we shall lift the left. Right comes over, grabs the knee. You could stay here, you could reach back, you could look back, you could extend the leg. Excellent. Feet about the distance of the hips, toes slightly splayed. We shall come down into our squat, elbows in the legs, hands in prayer will lengthen up the back. We're going to breathe here. If you want to sneak in a headstand, this is a great place. We'll be here for a couple more breaths. Don't worry about, you can catch up later if we can do headstand. Good, hands in prayer straight forward, all the way up to the sky. And all the way back down, hands in prayer straight forward. All the way up to the sky again. Back down, hands in prayer straight forward. One more time to the sky. And again, back down. And let's come to hands and knees. Knees are 2 fists apart and the hips are over the knees. The shoulders are over the wrists, middle finger straight forward. We're going to drop the belly down, looking up, third eye. That's the in-breath. Breathing out, we arch the back. This is the cat and the cow. You can close your eyes to do these dynamic moving poses. Good, back to center. Let's look over the right shoulder and see the tail. And then over, please, to the other side, to the left. Great, back to center. We're going to step the right foot top of the mat, keeping the left knee down. And that right foot could crawl a little further forward if you like. And then tonight, arms straight up. We're going to take several breaths here, letting the quads stretch up in through the torso. Just breathing. Good, and when you're ready, we're bringing the hands down on the inside. Now for me, I need to bring my foot a little bit away from the hand, about 3 inches, so the knee is over the ankle. Then I can move the hand a little further over. You could stay here, or you could begin to walk the hands forward, bending the arms until your elbows go down, or even if they're just halfway, you could stay at this halfway. Eventually it'll open up, and we're going to breathe here. Great, go ahead and switch. So left foot's coming up. And that foot can go a little further forward, so we get the feeling of that, the quads being stretched, and then straight up with the arms. Again, we're going to breathe here for a little bit. Very nice. Down again on the inside. You could bring that foot a little further out. Just want to make sure the knee is mostly over the ankle. And then if you want to walk the hands forward, try to put the elbows down. You're welcome to stay with the hands just on the mat as they are. Of course, we are breathing. Let's just step back to hands and knees. And from here, we are going to turn the right hand in to face the left. We're going to take the left arm and feed it through that right side and lay onto the left shoulder. I'm going to move my hand a little out so the elbow is over the wrist. And I'm going to push the hand on the mat as I rotate the right shoulder back. You could stay here, keeping that pressure with the hand on the mat, or you can come up around the back, grabbing the pocket of the leg. Good, up, and the other side. So left hand turns in, and we're going to feed that right arm through. When we come down again, you could push that hand against the mat, rotating the left shoulder back. You could come up around. We're going to breathe either way. Back to center, on our way to pigeon. So we are going to step back, top of push up, everything tight. We lower drop, up dog, down dog. We're going to hold the right foot up over the back wall. You could bend that leg if you like, opening up the hip. And let's throw that shin top of the mat. We'll crawl the left leg back. We're going to look up at the ceiling, lifting the heart, and then down to the forearms and the head down. And we'll breathe here. All right, hands down again. We step back, top push up. We lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And we're going to hold the left foot up. You can bend that leg if you like. And let's throw that shin top of the mat. Right leg crawls back. We lift the heart and then back down. More breathing all the time. Great. Hands down again. One last push-up. Top. We lower drop. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Let's sit down. And we're going to put the legs just straight out in front today. It's the same as when we're standing. Big toes together, ankles a little bit apart. Could even actively have the toes pulling back. And we're going to breathe in and touch the ceiling. We're going to breathe out and try to touch the toes. And all the way back up. Every out breath is a downward fold, and we are keeping the legs straight. Excellent. Let's touch the ceiling. And then we're going to bring the arms right down. We do Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together. You pull them in pretty tight. Left hand grab the small toes, right hand on top. We're going to sit up tall as we can. You could butterfly the legs if you like. Shoulders back, core in, staring straight forward. We take several breaths here. Great. Let's forward fold. We'll push the elbows against the legs and try to put the low part of the sternum on the big toe, so you're lengthening the torso out of it. Try to keep those shoulder blades up and together. We're going to breathe here. Excellent. Back up. We're going to extend the legs out straight in front of us. We're going to do the twist that we most often do. We're going to bend the right leg and we're going to hug that in pretty close. Left arm grabs that leg, right hand behind you, shoulder back. You can bring the elbow outside. We're definitely going to think about sitting up tall as best as we can. And we're going to gently look back with the head and breathe here. Great. We'll do the other side. Right leg out, left sole in, pretty tight. Right arm grabs the leg, hand behind you. We sit up tall. Bring the elbow outside if you like. Good. Back to center. Both legs bent. We're going to bring the arms under the legs and roll back onto the tail. You could stay right here. You could let go with the arms parallel to the earth, with the shoulders locked back. It's a nice place to stay. You could straighten the legs. You keep the arms here. You could do hands in prayer, third eye with the toes. behind the head, a lot of work. We're doing 5. Excellent. Cross the legs, grab the shins, sit up nice and tall. And here we go again. Back up. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And up again, please. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And up again. This, I believe, is number 4. Whether it is or not, I'm calling it number 4. Cross the legs, sit up nice and tall. This will be the last one. Back up. All right, let's hug the knees in. We're going to lie back. You could grab the shins with the forearms and bring the nose up to the knees and pull down pretty hard. That'll lift the hips up a little bit and it'll stretch the lower back a tiny bit. Not as much as the squat, but still good in a different method. Great. We're doing bridge. Those of you that want to do Urdhva Dhanurasana are welcome to. Feet and knees 2 fists apart. Longest finger almost touches the heel. It's a little out further. We lift the hips, tuck the shoulders. Here we go. Breathing. Excellent. Back down. We're going to go upside down. You're welcome to put your legs up the wall with your back on the floor and just stay like that. It's a great, great, great pose. I'm going to start with plow first. So here we go with plow. Feet up and over the head. I might keep my hands on my back, but you could intertwine the fingers and push the arms down. We are trying to keep the legs straight. We're trying to let the toes fall to the earth. We're trying not to put too much pressure on the neck and head. And if your hands are not on the back, place them there now. And for shoulder stand, we lift the feet straight up to the ceiling. All right, we bend the legs. We're going to bring the knees down. We're rolling down into a dead bug, knees in the armpit, head down on the mat. We're going to hold the feet. You can rock around, you can stay still. Excellent. Knees up into the chest, arms out like a T. We're going to take a breath in, and as we breathe out, we'll let the knees fall to the right. As we look to the left, you could put the right hand on the legs, pushing them down. Good, and all the way up, and then all the way over to the other side. Great, back to center, hug the knees into your chest. Thank yourself for coming out, tell yourself you did a good job. We're gonna take a different final rest tonight. You're welcome to just lay down if you prefer that, but I'm gonna do this thing that's nice for the upper back and the shoulders. So, and I'm gonna do it here on camera so that you can see. So I'm gonna take this mat and I'm gonna roll it up as tight as I possibly can. So I'm gonna, especially this first roll, really tight, and then I try to keep it as tight as I can. And roll it all the way up. And put it in one spot. And then I'm gonna turn around so you can see it. We're gonna do it laying down though, but this is gonna be on our back, kind of supporting the spine. So I'm gonna put it right here. And my tailbone is kind of on the end here. Kind of have to adjust because the like a foam roller would be done with this. It's a little longer, but I like the middle of the mat and about the mid back of my head. So I keep the legs bent so that my hips don't fall off the end, but you could traditionally extend them out and then just let the shoulders drop around the spine, which is being supported. So it's up a little bit. So the shoulders are dropping back, and we're going to stay here. Let the breath return to normal and do your best to just drop and float downstream. If you're comfortable, you can stay like this as long as you like. I'm going to finish this out, so I'm going to come up to sitting. So you got to roll off the mat to the side and push yourself up. You're welcome to stay however you're comfortable. But if you're going to, if we're going to finish off at the same time, from sitting, we bring the hands to the heart center, rubbing them together, making a little fire. And then we're going to reach the hands all the way up to the sky. We're going to take a breath in through the nose as much as we can get. We're going to breathe in more through the mouth and even more. Hold the breath, tighten the core, tighten the legs, lift the floor. And then let everything out. You're living your dream. Don't miss it. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. It's DanielOverberger.com if you need links to my Venmo or PayPal for the donation for class tonight. And I'm going to stop the recording. This is for the YouTube. It's just me.